In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can play Windows games on your Mac. The first thing we need to do is to download a Mac application called Crossover. Crossover is going to allow us to run Windows games on our Mac by translating Windows commands into Mac commands. To do this, we first need to open our web browser, and you want to go to the CodeWeaver's website, and I'll leave this linked in the description below. From here, you want to select Crossover in the top menu bar, and once you're on the Crossover webpage, you want to scroll down, and then you want to select Free Trial. Now you want to scroll down, and you want to make sure macOS has been selected, and then you want to enter in your name and email address, and select Download Trial Now, which will download the Crossover application to your Mac. Before we continue, I do want to talk about how pricing works. So, to view the pricing, we want to go back to the Crossover page, and we want to scroll down, and you want to select Buy Now. From here, we want to scroll down, and then you'll see different purchase options. The paid version of Crossover is called Crossover Plus, and this will give you 12 months of developer support. It's important to note that this is not a subscription, so once the 12 months of support has ended, you'll still be able to access Crossover just as you normally would. However, you'll no longer be able to receive new updates. So if you want to update to the latest version after that, you need to purchase another 12-month support option. Now we have Crossover downloaded, we just need to install it. So to do this, all we need to do is just simply drag and drop the Crossover application into our applications folder. And once we've done this, we want to go ahead and open it up. Because it's our first time, we'll see this message, so we'll want to select Open. And then you are prompted to begin your free trial, which is 14 days. However, it's important to note that it only shows 2 days for me because I downloaded Crossover in the past. So to begin your trial, you want to select Try Now. However, if you've already purchased a license, you want to select Unlock with Purchase Info, and then you want to enter in your CodeWeaver's account details here and select Unlock. Once you've done this, the Crossover application will open and it will look like this. Before we install our game of choice, it's important we check the game's compatibility. So to do this, we first want to open our web browser, and you want to go back to the CodeWeaver's website. From here, you want to select the search icon in the top right, and you want to search for the game of your choice. So I'm going to search for Schedule 1. Once you're inside the game's page, you want to scroll down, and here it's going to give you an overall rating, which runs good. If we scroll down further, we're going to see different ratings for different versions of Crossover. So for the example of this video, we're interested in the latest version. And if you click on it, here you'll see the individual user ratings, which as you can see is mostly 5 stars. Now it's good practice to check for additional information that we may need later. And to check this, we're going to hover over the information icon where people can leave comments, and this person is saying no issues at all. So now we know the game of our choice runs well, we just need to install it. First, we need to install the platform that we already own the game on. So for the example of this video, it's going to be Steam. So we're going to select it, and here it's going to give us some install information. Here it's going to tell us that Crossover will install Steam into its own Windows 10 bottle named Steam. A bottle is an isolated container that's used to store all of the data to run the games on your Mac, and this data is isolated from the rest of the Mac operating system, so it won't interfere with it. So once we're happy to continue, you want to select Install. During the installation process, you will get these random pop-ups, which are the dependencies, so you just want to continue with the installation prompts. Now we just need to go ahead and follow the Steam installation instructions, just like we would on a Windows PC. Once Steam has been installed, we just need to go ahead and sign into our account, just as you normally would. And once the Windows version of Steam has opened up, we just need to go ahead and download our game, just as we normally would. So we want to download Schedule 1, so I'm going to select it from this list here, and then click Install, and Install, and then I just need to wait for this to download. Now we've downloaded our Windows game, we just need to open it up. So we can either open it up from Steam directly, or alternatively, we can open it up from the Crossover bottle that we installed earlier, or we can open it up using the Spotlight search as it gets recognized as an application on your Mac. As you can see, the game has booted up and we are now playing Schedule 1 on our Mac. So all we need to do is start playing it, just as we normally would. Sometimes we may need to change the advanced settings for a game to perform at its best. To find out these settings, we first want to go back to the database we were at earlier, and then you want to look through the comments to see if anyone has listed any advanced settings. This guy is saying Graphics Auto and MSync. So to apply these advanced settings, you want to go back to Crossover, and you want to open the bottle that the game is installed in. Now you see your advanced settings in the right hand side menu. So for example, this guy said Graphics on Auto and Synchronization on MSync. You'll be prompted to reboot, so we're going to do that. And then you want to go ahead and quit out of Crossover and reopen it. and then you can go ahead and launch the game and the performance should be much better. Sometimes you may have to play around with the advanced settings to see what works best for you. And that's it. So if this video is helpful, please leave a like, and if you have any questions or comments, you can leave them below.